In our last video, we discussed about sound lesson. In that sound lesson, we discussed about ear parts. So, what are the parts of ear that is having? Outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. These are the parts of ear we discussed in our last video. And we discussed about oscillatory motion, oscillation, frequency. These we discussed in our last video. So we will continue this same lesson in this video also with another topic. That another topic is pitch of sound. Means some persons, those are giving different persons are having different sounds. So this level, the level of that sound we can call with another name, that is pitch of sound. So every person has a different sounds quality. Every person has a different sound quality. So here also every musical instruments and different objects, they are having different, they gives different sounds. Also every musical instrument vibrates to produce a different kind of sound. The quality of sound is characterized by its different quality of sound. May have some pitch and loudness. That means here different musical instruments also gives different type of sound. So this is depending on that quality of that sound. So this the level of this musical instrument sound is called pitch or loudness. The pitch of sound is depending upon the frequency of the sound wave. That means the pitch of the sound, the range of that sound. The range of sound, it is depending upon the frequency of that sound wave. The pitch would be higher if the frequency of the sound is high. I already said about soundless in the first video. What I said, the sound, it will go in the form of vibrated molecules. It is moves in the form of waves. So the sound, it moves in the wave of in the form of waves, the sound. So here the sound, the pitch of the sound, it is depending upon the frequency of that wave. If that if there so high pitch, if it is having a high pitch, means there is high frequency of wave. If the sound pitch is very low, that means we are listening very low pitch of sound. That means the frequency of wave, that is very low. So the pitch of sound, it is depending upon the frequency of wave. If it is a high frequency, then high pitch. If it is low frequency of wave, then low pitch. So here I gave some examples about pitch of sound. Sound produced by drum. If the sound is produced by drum, it is having low pitch. Now the next one is a bird. The pitch of that bird, it is having high pitch. And after that, if you see lion, it is having low pitch. And if you see the sound of that man, it is having low pitch. And if you observe woman, the sound of woman, those are having high pitch. Did you observe here? The man, it is having low pitch voice, and women, those are having high pitch. So these are the examples of pitch of sound. Sound. See some important topics I said about sound. Sound that can be heard by humans that are called audible sound. That means which we are listening, which we can listen. Those we can say audible sound. The range of audible sound is from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So which we can listen, that sound is called audible sound. The range of this is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Up to this range that humans, they can listen. This is one type of sound. And another type of sound that cannot be heard by human ears. That means humans, they can't listen some sounds. Those sounds are called inaudible sounds. So these are having very less frequency. Otherwise, it is having more higher frequency, which we can't acceptable. that much higher frequency, otherwise it may have less frequency. So those we can't listen. So if it is less frequency means if it is less than 20 hertz, if it is less than 20 hertz, that we can't listen. If it is more than 20 kilohertz, that we can't listen, we can't hear. Those type of sounds we can say inaudible sounds. Sounds are audible sounds, and sounds which we can listen, which we can hear, those are audible. Which we are not listening, which we can't hear, those are inaudible sounds. Now we see another type of sounds, those are noise and music. So first we will see what is noise. Noise can be regarded as an unpleasant sound. That means the sound we don't like, that noise sound we don't like, that we can call unpleasant sound. Noise consists of sound waves of varied frequencies which have no particular periodic pattern of repetition. That means what I said previously, the sound it is depending upon the frequency of waves. So this frequency of waves, if they does not have a particular pattern, periodic pattern, that we will get irritation by that sound. The frequency of that waves should be in one particular manner, then only we like that sound. If this frequency of that wave sound is not in a particular pattern, then we don't like that sounds. Those sounds are called noise. Therefore, noise is irregular as a mixture of sound waves with irregular frequencies. That means different frequency waves are, some waves there, some waves of that bus, some waves of this car, and some frequency waves are coming from bike, some frequency waves are coming from lorry. So all these frequency waves are mixed. So finally we does not like that sound. So those we can call noises. Different mixture of frequency waves are there, so that we can call noise. Now we see about music. On the other hand, if it is having a pleasant sound that has a clear pitch, that means the music we can like to listen that music. So it is because it is having pleasant sound. So music it is having a pleasant sound that has a clear pitch. It is having clear pitch. Musical sound can be created by arranging and combining different sounds in a particular pattern. So that means according to that music, the frequency waves are having one particular pattern. They did not disturb each other, the frequency of that waves. They will go in one particular manner, one particular wave. Frequency waves are having one particular direction. So we can listen clearly those voices. That is called music. So noise is having unpleasant sound, and music it is having pleasant sound. Noise, because of different frequencies are mixed together, they gives noise. And here according to that music, the frequency of that waves it goes in one particular pattern. So this is about music and noise. In this video we discussed about the pitch of sound and different types of instruments and those types of pitch of sound, those we discussed, and we discussed about audible sound and inaudible sound, and we discussed about noise and music. In our next video we will discuss about noise pollutions and those precautions. Thank you.